Welcome to the Razorfen Kraul dungeon guide for both Horde and Alliance. Razorfen Kraul is a fairly quick and easy dungeon found in the Southern Barrens. The ideal level range is 26 to 31, but you can enter as early as level 19. This dungeon is a great place to farm cooking ingredients for gold, as well as grab a few items that will hold you over until the Scarlet Monastery dungeons. Let's start things off with our neutral quests. At level 20 you can pick up Blueleaf Tubers from Mebok Miserix. Make sure you grab the Crate with Holes, Snufflenose Command Stick, and the Snufflenose Owner's Manual, otherwise you will not be able to proceed. This quest is not shareable due to this reason. Once inside the dungeon, we summon our Snufflenose and walk around using the Command Stick. This will cause the Snufflenose to locate our Blueleaf Tubers. Our next quest is Willix the Importer, which is available at level 29. This is an escort found at the end of the ravine in Razorfen Kraul. It takes about 10 minutes, but you get a neat ring, and you don't have to go anywhere to turn it in. Moving on to the Alliance quests, we start things off in Thousand Needles, right beneath the Great Lift. At level 29, we can grab a book from this dead dwarf, which starts Lone Brow's journal. This quest is not shareable. Once the quest is accepted, we head to the border of Fairless, where we return the book to Falfendel Waywarder, who will now offer us the Crone and the Kraul, which requires Charlga Razorflank's medallion. She's the last boss of Razorfen Kraul. Alliance has one more quest found within the dungeon. Next to Willix is a dying night elf named Harelath Fallowbrook, who requires us to find his wife's pendant off of any of the quillboars within the dungeon. We then return it to her in Darnassus. This quest can be picked up at level 26. Moving on to the Horde, we find our first quest at level 29 from Ald Stonespire in Thunderbluff. He gives us a Vengeful Fate, which requires the last boss's heart. In Undercity, we can pick up Going Guano at level 30, which requires Bat Guano from Razorfen Kraul. This quest leads to the Scarlet Monastery, which I'll discuss in a future video. Both Horde quests are shareable. Finally, both Alliance and Horde warriors have a class quest in here, which requires you to go down the optional path and kill Rugug. Our first boss is Agam Thorncurse. This boss does nothing besides summoning a non-elite boar, and I usually skip him as all he drops is a common quality dagger. Across from Agam, we find Death Speaker Jargba. This boss can be a bit troublesome. If you aggro any mob in his nook, everything chain pulls. Be cautious as his adds heal and can stun. Try and finish them off before you start killing him. Jargba himself mind controls, so do your best to crowd control whoever is mind controlled. Past that, he's fairly simple and just cast Shadow Bolts. Moving on, we find Overlord Ramtusk. Ramtusk does mediocre damage in Thunderstomps, but it's nothing to worry about. On occasion, 2 rare mobs will spawn with him. These Spearhides also do insignificant damage, and have a fairly high chance of dropping a Great Hunter polearm. Further along the path, past the bridge, we can encounter our next rare, Earthcaller Halmgar. He is just a simple caster mob, but comes with a big pull. He drops some excellent healing items for druids and priests. Our next boss is Agathellos the Raging. He's hidden away behind a barrier held up by 2 quillboar. Agathellos hits quite hard and incredibly fast. On top of that, he does an AoE stun that does about 200 damage. Try not to let your tank dip low, as Agathellos can finish them off during this time. Lastly, he casts a debuff on you that does damage if you stand still. Just move and the debuff is removed. Moving on, we can encounter our last rare, the Blind Hunter. He does nothing, so enjoy your free blues if you encounter him. He drops an amazing hunter bow, as well as more great healing items. Lastly, we encounter Charlga Razorflank. Razorflank is an interesting boss. She doesn't have any real difficulty, she's just a pain to kill. The entire fight, she casts Chain Lightning, so try and heal up the people that are eating the damage. Periodically, she'll go immune for a few seconds. There's no way to avoid this. And finally, when she runs out of mana, she just regains it all. Past that, she's another easy kill. Collect her heart or her pendant, and make sure you grab the small scroll she drops. The small scroll gives you a quest that leads into Razorfen Downs, which I'll discuss in a future video. And just like that, another dungeon is complete. I'm using a new format in this video, so let me know if you liked it. Also, a few people have asked about my interface. If enough people are interested, I'd be more than happy to make a guide about it. Anyways, thanks for watching, and have a fantastic day.